Welcome back, everybody. This is the start of AMG's Virtual Championship, where I, as a wild card, join iRacing's best and some real-life race car drivers. You'll see number 1 in position 17, Jayden the Juice Ojeda, who is a AMG driver. I believe he's a junior driver. Either way, I'm sure he's going to kick it in this. We are at Monza. This is the formation lap. We're coming around the curve there, and as you can see on the track map, the start is just about there. I'm going to turn on the sound. Let's roll. I'm all the way at the back because, duh, look at my I rating compared to everybody else here, at least 2K. And green, go, go, go. Oh no. And I got caught up in that, not even before turn 1. Managed to bin it. Car just magically poofs out of there. I have no front bumper. Almost get assaulted on the re-entry, and there's people all over the place. But, you know, I keep on going. I'm trying to gain as much as I can here, given the people that have dropped out. They're absolutely hot on my tail. From what I remember, there was absolutely no alignment damage. Hey, look at that. We have Good Smile Racing Miku up front. Check it out. Crazy, right? I somehow managed to survive T1, just barely, with my bumper loose. That beautiful AMG GT bumper gone. The grilliness. Very big sad. Tyler Reed did not end up starting. He's a mutual in Opmo, Operation Motorsport, getting veterans into motorsport, whether that's IRL or on eSport. I decided to take a break in the pits to presumably actually get the damage dealt with. I mean, I was starting all the way at the back. How much further back can I put myself? Must have been bad to drive on. Either way, after what is likely going to be a quick pit stop, I am coming back out. Not like you can see me though, you know, the AI's just decided to take a little creative liberty. See? There you go. Grill's back on. The SRN livery is looking shiny and beautiful. Shout out to the guys over at Sim Racing Nation. Alex really does an amazing job with deliveries. I am all the way back here. So you know what? You can just watch me do a lap on Monza. Why not? And then we'll take a quick break and go see how our real-life driver, Jayden the Juice Ojeda, is faring against everybody. The standings as of the start of the lap is that he's in 13th. Just absolutely zooming. I have so little experience in this car, but I thought it would be a fun challenge to try to race a new car there. And you can see my very Canadian-inspired helmet. Brandon, number 560, is also somebody that I know from Operation Motorsport. I was really hoping to drive with Chris Walsh, who is a veteran who used Operation Motorsport to further his motorsport career, and I'm incredibly jealous of the guy driving Porsche GT4 cars for fun, while also doing his military service. Incredible stuff. They're incredible people. But as I said, quick distraction. Alright, not so quick, but hey, we're back. Jayden is in the Purple Beast. I feel like all of the IRL racing drivers decided to go with it, or they had to go with it. Which is odd, because you'd think that they'd have the AMG branding on the top, either way. He is in 12th, surprisingly. And then, it seems that he has a little bit of a disconnection problem. And he's back. That's just how it goes, man. Servers are in Europe, some of us are in North America. Halfway through the first race here. Now, hey, gotta love old pie. I didn't just say that. Joking aside. There are two races. The second Monza race was interesting, but it didn't have a super amount of gamification. What happens in the AMG VC is basically just that there are two races, two 20-minute races. Just gonna hush the engine sounds for now because this is important. The AMG Virtual Championship, there are two sprint races of 20 minutes each. The first one is a normal race. The second one has some sort of gamification in it where you can earn more points, or they challenge you by making you take a pit stop or do a night race or add in rain. You'll have to see what the second one is in 2 days' time. Gotta space out these fun little videos, because if I were to make these an hour long in length, nobody would watch them. Come on, you got better things to do. I know you got better things to do than watch me play this. Can't tell if it's my replay file or if they were jumping in and out of connectivity, but as you can see, he's back. Looking at the track map, you can see I'm at the start of the race, unfortunately. You know, I'm 19th, so I'm that dot that's just coming through turn 2 and 3. While everybody else is pretty tight, except for maybe a few drivers that were caught up in that accident at the start. Either way, I thought it would be a fun way to show you all how real drivers drive in the sim. There's going to be more special guests in the future. Just stay tuned for that. Let's get some engine sounds back. I mentioned before, but the grid is pretty tight. Pretty darn tight. Like, look at how a majority of them are. They're neck and neck, and they're trying to find any opportunity to overtake the next driver. My God, I can't believe that AMG VC allowed that Booba Opie livery in the race there. Not quite sure what you were thinking, my dude, but the fact that you managed to get that to fly, hats off to you. Matt Kendall is in first. Look at his iRating compared to everybody, though. The dude's nearly at 8K. Whereas me, I have my nearly 0.4K because everybody crashes me. Sometimes good to myself, but let's keep that between the two of us. Dude's got his high beams on. That's the whole thing, right? You know, you can never tell for sure if somebody's looking in their rear view. Especially in VR, it's really hard to always be looking at the rear view. I think people tend to have that privileged thought that people always have one eye on the road and the other up at the rear view. It's just like when you're driving, people are checking every few seconds, hopefully. But in the AMG GT cars, the banner and the actual space that you have to look through the window are very slim. So the visibility is not the best in these cars, even though they sound freaking amazing. I'm gonna make an epic gamer move here and go see who's at the front and what the battle for the front's like as they get closer to lapping me, but not quite yet. There we go. And now we're hanging out with Matt Kendall at the front. I think you can tell the difference in skill here when I post up nearly a 150 and these guys are in a 146. Like, that's the thing about these championships. I'm always, it seems, 4 to 5 seconds slower than them, but that just comes with being new to the simulator. You never know. iRacing's been around for at least a decade, so people could have been playing this entire time and hopped into this. Well, folks, we are approaching the final lap of the race. Matt Kendall is absolutely crushing it, keeping everybody from passing him. Let him go, let him go, let him go. Like I said, this stuff is tight. They're just trying to find any sort of opportunity that they can to pass. But you know, and here we go, folks. Final lap, final lap. I managed to lock down 19th. Will they lap me? Maybe. Boing. Just look at them go. This is the level of esports that I aspire to get to. I unfortunately don't have all the time in the world. I have less than 10 hours a week to actually race. But, you know, you gotta make the best of it. Only way I'm gonna get better is if I can make this a full-time career. So, keep on watching. I'm not gonna be desperate with that, like, subscribe and share this with your friends stuff. If you like it, you'll do what you want. Reminds me I need to change my profile picture, but there we go. Matt Kendall is across the line. First position of the first AMG VC race. You can kind of see my virtual car rear end in there. They nearly caught up, but not quite there, so I'm going to be doing a little victory lap here while they do their victory lap and see what happens. Got a little ahead of myself. Sorry there, folks. Nope, this is the final lap. I don't know why they'd be neck and neck if this were the end of the race. They'd just find somewhere to pull over and chill out, but, you know, I have a very good inkling that Matt's going to keep Lucas from passing him. Yeah. He's just, honestly, man, this guy is like a robot, and he's not making mistakes, so, yeah. I think my spotter at a point was like, there's a car behind you, or cars are approaching you. They're approaching the finish line, and I am now on my last lap. You can see me all the way over there. They nearly lapped me, damn it. Oh, that start was terrible. Yeah. It is what it is, but hey, Matt ended up winning this one. Unsurprisingly, the guy is the most skilled of the wild card league here. Another thing I forgot to mention, there are 2 iRacing leagues. One consists of people who set the fastest lap times, and the other were randomly selected evolved participants. I was lucky enough to be one of the random participants, but, you know, as you can see, the skill gap is still absolutely flipping crazy. The race is over, folks. You can pull over if you want. Running up a victory lap for S&Gs, I guess. Hey, look, it's me. I'm not gonna let you pass, Matt. I will be victorious in my heart. Come on. Yeah. Don't really know what's going on, but I guess the timer's a little wrong. That was the final lap, and, you know, just as I said 3 laps ago, Matt ended up winning it, followed by Lucas and Luca, and I am in 19th. A little ahead of them. Going nuts. So, in 2 days' time, I will have race 2 while we stay at Monza. Everybody's going to fuel up, do some setup changes, and we'll get to the next race. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you there, and maybe we'll survive T1 this time. Who knows? Bye-bye.